Ben Shapiro, the most supposedly requested speaker of the Young Americans Foundation, has banned Michelle Malkin for being a nationalist. But she is, but she's been banned by the Young Americans Foundation. You know what? The Charlie Kirk and Turning Point USA is a real conservative outlet. They don't ban anybody because they disagree with certain things. We're not going to agree with everything under the platform. And even Mark Levin and his wife disagree on stuff. So should Mark ban his wife if he ran Young Americans Foundation? No. We're not going to see eye to eye on certain things. You know, he's going to represent everyone's principle. But the core foundation principles are there. Michelle Malkin believes in pro-life, anti-gay marriage, anti-government. We just have the bootstraps. She's for a wall. But because she's a nationalist and believes in America first, she got banned. And a reporter tried to ask the American Foundation a few days ago about it, and they kicked her out. Like, why are you banning Michelle Malkin? And guess what? She got kicked out. She got banned from the event, and they were dragging her out, and the video is no longer on YouTube because YouTube got rid of it. I watched it, and so it should be on my history of videos I watched, and it's not there no more. They want to hide what the Young American Foundation did. They called the cops. That is fascistic. That is fascistic. Calling the cops on someone you disagree with unless your life is threatened, that's fascistic. Because you don't want to know that you ban certain conservatives because they don't believe in every little conservative the way you do and the principles the way you do. But Michelle Malkin is a conservative, just not in the way you want her to be. Yes, some issues you disagree with, but she is still a Republican. You should all unite behind anyone who wants to support Republicans and who is a conservative. You should be able to disagree. You should not turn away people that are conservative. And everyone should stand up and backlash against this. Because this is not okay, man. I love Charlie Kirk and Turning Point. This is a better one than I did last night because I was rushed, but I'm doing a better one today. And this is wrong, man. Turning Point USA is an organization that you should go to if you want to do college tours and go on college campuses, because they will support anyone that's conservative. You don't work for Charlie Kirk. He'll let you say whatever you want. You're not an employee of mine. It's just Turning Point sponsors it and funds it and puts it on in conjunction with the college campus. But the person that speaks is not an employee of me, and whatever money they get paid is from the college campus, not from me. I'm just a middleman that puts it together, and Charlie Kirk does a good job. And conservative platforms, Charlie Kirk, and it's a great organization, man. And I love Turning Point USA. Ben Shapiro is a fraud at the National Review. He still supports Young Americans Fraud Foundation, which is like what I call it. Ben Shapiro, you should be ashamed of yourself, Ben. You should not be supporting this garbage. This garbage is trash. You should go to Turning Point, like Mark Levin promotes on his show, Turning Point. But the show before it on WABC, Ben Shapiro supports Young American Fraud Foundation. But I just think you need to know that the real one is the one Mark supports, that that's the one you need to listen to. Mark Levin and Turning Point USA, Charlie Kirk. Charlie Kirk's a good guy, man. I love Charlie Kirk. I can't believe Ben Shapiro is a fraud. Ben Shapiro is not someone you need to listen to. A true conservative platform is the Charlie Kirk's Turning Point, because Michelle Malkin should be welcomed. And I got a picture to show you that you're discarded. But it's very true. That's fine. But this is a conservative. He is a conservative. And here it is, man. I gotta give it to you. This is right. This is a picture. And they want to deny that they know her. Let me try this. This is like they want to deny they know her. Come on, the Daily Beast. Just like they went like that, she's not staying with people that they know, man. They know who Lola Luma is. This is a fraud, man. People that are on the fringe, like Alex Jones and, Lola Loomer and Michelle Malkin, I guess, are outcasted now. Along with Gavin McGinnis and the Proud Boys. Four of them are going to be spending 4 years in jail that got into a brawl after an event that Gavin held. We had this tiny little sword and a comedic bit with a tiny little sword in New York. Because why? Because they attacked the reporter and they jumped in to help defend. This is, my friends, what is we coming to, man? Proud Boys have done nothing but try to defend people. It was a peaceful protest in Portland a couple years ago in a parade that they were doing for peace, and then a fight broke out with the Proud Boys because you know what? Antifa likes to attack people. And when is charges gonna come at these people that attacked Andy? No, that threw acid on him. This is not America, but I guess Andy No has to because he antagonized Antifa. We don't live in a country, we live in a republic. This is a joke. And Ben Shapiro, you free Neil, I'm a free trader. Even against countries that offer free trade themselves and handcuff us. You're against what Trump's doing on the border. Hey, free trade there too, right? When they letting the bad people into the country, sex traffickers, drug smugglers. Yeah, but what's this have free trade with Mexico too? Vincent Hill, you are a fraud. You're attacking Trump because he wanted to have the G7. Darrell should have it. It saves us money. There's no quid pro quo. But I guess perception cares about your facts, right? I thought facts didn't care about your feelings. But facts do care about perception, right? So because of perception, you can't do it, even though it's no quid pro quo. Why are you being anti-Trump? See, Trump is a 4-year-old man who doesn't know about Richard Spencer and doesn't know about the, alt-right. So why would he know that to call it out in Charleston, Virginia? All he knew about is the statue argument. So he says it's good on both sides. Again, Ben wanted to make Trump look bad. So he says, yeah, it was a disgrace. It took 2 days. Better be right than be first, Ben Shapiro, like you did with the Covington kids, because you're in synagogue and you sit there and were out of the loop, so you quick did a hot take and didn't know what you're talking about. So you thought that Nicholas Sandman did something wrong to this Native American. Nicholas Sandman was the victim. Ben Shapiro, scumbag organization too. And you should all be ashamed of yourselves. Because you know what? These conservatives are standing up for what is right and you're attacking them. You're not always going to get your Ted Cruz or Mike Lee with the character of Barbara Bush, but it's about time you stop being anti-Trump. Trump's trying to be a conservative, but you know a Trump person ain't good enough for you, huh? David French, Jonah Goldberg, Bill Kristol, Ben Shapiro, Steve Deace, Daniel Horowitz, Michelle Malkin, Eric Erickson. You always want to keep being never Trump and being anti-Trump. We should be more like Mark Levin. Disagree with him, not against him. He on some things conservatively, some things he hasn't. But he's still my president, and I'll damn sure try to get as much as I can from him. You people are liars, man. Trump is Trump. But to kick Michelle Malkin out of the Young Americans Foundation is a shame. She's not your kind of conservative, but she's a conservative. Read the book, Open Borders. There's so many about that. Dan Calder's got one called Adios America. This is a joke, man. We should be uniting anyone who's a conservative. I get it if you want to kick out classical liberals. You don't agree with us on half the issues on the physical side. I agree with kicking out and you want the Proud Boys. Shame on you, Young Americans Fraud Foundation. Shame on you, Foundation.